Welcome to Srilata Organic Farming. In this package of practices, let us see what are all the package of practices approved for organic farming. The Network Project on Organic Farming, if you see NPOF, which has done research and important cropping systems were developed. It doesn't mean that everyone has to follow this cropping system, but people can follow the cropping systems which are suitable to their areas and based on their soil conditions, the region where the field is located, and the crops demand which they are having. But basic point in every cropping system is a pulse is included. That is a must. Suppose if you see Raipur, Chhattisgarh, soybean followed by bursi, mustard, chickpea, onion, or rice chickpea. A type of cropping system which is to be followed. The same way, if you see Himachal Pradesh, so maize or garlic or cauliflower, pea, tomato, coriander, pea, tomato, like that. Pea is the pulse here. And Ranchi, Jharkhand, if you see wheat, potato, mustard, lentil, followed by rice. Lentil is included here. Karnataka, groundnut, rabi sorghum or soybean, durum wheat. So soybean is included. The same way in MP also soybean is included, chickpea is included, the Ludhiana also maize, potato, like that. So basic concept which we have to take here is by seeing all the crop rotations. In organic farming, crops are to be rotated, that is first thing. And second thing, in the crop rotation, pulses are to be included. That is very, very important take home message. If you see the Kerala elephant foot yam, green manure cowpea, or green manure cowpea, yams, green manure cowpea, or taro, like that, the various cropping systems were recommended. Apart from including this pulse crop, biofertilizers are also recommended. Biofertilizers, which are rhizobium of a pulses and phosphate solubilizing bacteria, especially for the pulses. For other crops, Azotobacter, VAM, phosphorus solubilizing bacteria, zinc solubilizing bacteria, potash mobilizing bacteria, like that, biofertilizers, biopesticides, botanicals. These all things are recommended in the package of practices prescribed for the organic farming. Important thing here is integrated nutrition management. Let us see in the next playlist clearly about integrated nutrition management, how to manage nutrition in the organic farming. Integrated weed management, which is very important actually. Weed management in organic farming is very important, difficult, and critical because no herbicides are permitted in the organic farming. Some resource conservation technologies like zero tillage, planting of crops with furrow irrigated raised beds, region furrow sowing, rotary tillage, stale seed beds, some of the eco friendly weed management options for survival for several crops. Zero tillage, you all know zero tillage mostly followed for the rabi crop, not for the kharif crop. In southern states, after paddy, while going for the maize or pulses, zero tillage. In case of Punjab and all, after paddy, while going for wheat and all, zero tillage. Such type of zero tillage practices for the rabi are picking up. Furrow irrigated ridge till bed planting systems. So it is the irrigation in furrows and crops on the beds saves irrigation. So these are called FIRBS, and they also control weeds. Solarization. Solarization, a highly effective pre-planting soil treatment during hot summer in the months of April to June, based on the region where highest temperatures are present. That time, a 100 micron and above thickness transparent polythene film. You remember, it should be transparent, not black or any other color. Transparent works much better way. Is to be spread on the soil, and it is to be allowed for 4 weeks, especially to kill all the weed seeds. It takes more than 4 weeks. 4 weeks is the minimum time the sheet is to be spread. The soil solarization is a hydrothermal process of raising soil temperature to a level lethal to weed seeds, insect pests, pathogens, and plant parasitic nematodes by trapping solar radiation. Here, pest management is with the solar radiation. Mulching is also recommended. All of you remember all the mulches like dry mulch or paddy straw, leaves, weeds, including grass, paper, husk, coir, everything is permitted in organic farming. And even plastic mulches are permitted. If farmer uses the mulch, plastic mulch or not, it is his decision. But permission wise, plastic mulches are permitted. But only the things not permitted as mulch is the polyester. Polyester is not permitted. Plastic is permitted. Apart from the physical means of soil solarization, mulching, and crop residue management, uh, there are some other cropping systems are also permitted in organic farming. Allelopathy. If any plant is having allelopathic effect on other plants like Desmodium on striga in maize, Desmodium can suppress the weed striga if it is planted along with the maize. So that is permitted. And bioherbicides. The bioherbicides means the bacteria or fungi which kills the weeds. Those are also permitted. But bioherbicides are available in other countries as such today. No bioherbicide is registered in India to use. But in future that may come, especially the fungi and bacteria which are not registered. But other bioherbicides like insects are permitted. The insects which can control the weeds, like Zygogramma bicolorata and Parthenium, like that weeds, the beneficial insects are permitted. And the oils, eucalyptus oil, which can be used, vinegar at higher concentration acts as bioherbicide, and corn gluten meal, and so many organic preparations which we prepare in organic farming at higher concentrations, they kill the plants. That's why we use very diluted concentrations of these organic preparations on the plants for to promote growth and of fruiting and flowering. But if the same preparations at higher concentrations, they can kill the plants also. So some of the farmers I have observed that also the biological preparations which we are preparing, the concoctions or cow-based preparations and all which are prepared at higher concentration, they are acting as weedicides. When the weeds are of very small, they are giving higher concentration to the weeds. One way the weeds are getting killed and they are enriching the soil also. Care should be taken that higher concentration should not be used on the crop plants. So that method also I have observed very successfully. Many farmers are using that method also. And the beneficial insects like Zygogramma and all are also permitted. The Zygogramma, many biocontrol agents like Epinocia lantana on Lantana camara, and soil borne Fungal formulations are not permitted in India, but other countries, those are permitted. So this is regarding integrated weed management. Weed management, first of all, it is difficult in organic farming. 1 year seeding is 10 years weeding, it is called. Before the weeds flower, before the weeds set seeds, the weeds are to be controlled. The best method, even now I am telling, the best method of weed control is controlling the weeds in the early stage before they flower and form the seeds. Otherwise, after forming the seeds, again and again they will germinate from the soil. And other option, good option, is using mulch. That too, plastic mulch suppresses so many weeds. And the soil solarization also suppresses weeds a lot. So, with this note, I am signing off now. Next session, let us start integrated pest management, IPM.